Hello, welcome to the Spoon Fork Heart Kitchen. สวัสดีค่ะ My name is Siri. Today I'm going to show you how to make Thai coconut red curry noodle or หมี่กะทิอีสาน Okay, let's start with the noodle. Today I use the vermicelli noodle. So it's a rice noodle, and I use the white band, and they look like this. They're very thin, the dry and thin. But if you use this vermicelli noodle, different one. This is different one. They use the water and rice flour to make it too. They both use the same ingredient, but the process to make it different. If you didn't use the same I use, the texture is gonna be a little bit different, but just use whatever you have. Okay, so before we start cooking, I'm going to soak the noodle. If you use the same noodle I using, you're gonna have to soak in the water for 10 to 15 minutes. Alright, so we soak the noodle and now we're gonna start cooking. Okay, for the medium heat, I'm going to use 1 can the coconut milk. 1 can coconut milk, and then I'm going to cook until the coconut milk starting a little bit separate, the oil separate. Okay, and now you cook coconut milk until the little bit reduced, and you can see the oil coming out to the top. And now I'm going to add our red curry. I use today the red curry that I use is Mapoy. This one I use 3 ounce. All right, 3 ounce red curry. Okay, go in. Okay, and now I'm going to stir and cook the red curry in the coconut oil. Make sure you stir until the curry and coconut oil mix very well together. Okay, and I still use the medium heat and want to mix until you're gonna see the oil coming up from the curry and coconut milk, and also the smell is changing. Okay, this step might take a little bit long. When it is medium heat, it's too hot for you, you can lower the heat a little bit and continue stir and cook until you see the oil starting coming up from the coconut milk and curry. Okay, and now I'm going to add the meat. I use the cow turkey meat. I use 1 pound. In Thailand, we usually use the cow pork. Okay, but over here you can change if you want to change. If you don't like cow pork or you don't have cow pork, you can change to be a cow turkey, or if you want cow chicken, you can use cow chicken also. Okay, I'm going to mix the curry and the cow turkey. Okay, and then when you already mix our meat and the curry well together already, okay, I'm going to add 4 cups of the water. Okay, now I turn on the high heat. I'm going to let the meat and the all curry and the water cook well together. Okay, while we're cooking, our noodles soak in the water for about 10 minutes already. Now I'm going to remove them so they not be too soggy. Okay, and before we eat, we're gonna have to cook them again in the hot water, but now I'm going to remove them from soaking. Okay, and now our curry start to boil, so now we're going to seasoning. Alright, for the first seasoning, I'm going to use the 4 tablespoons the tamarind sauce. Okay, 4 tablespoons. And for tamarind sauce, sometimes it depends what tamarind sauce that you use. You might do homemade tamarind sauce, or you might buy from the store bottle like me. So sometimes you have to maybe put a little bit and taste, and then if you like it a little more sour, and then you can put some more. For now, I put 4 tablespoons. Next, I'm going to use 2 tablespoons fish sauce. 1 and 2. And I'm going to use 4 tablespoons the fermented soybean. 4 tablespoons. Okay. And fermented soybean is also salty, so be careful with the soybean also. 1. This is gonna make the umami flavor, the soybean. A little bit thick. 2. Okay, and 4 tablespoons. And this one that I use. Okay. For the Thai ingredient, we use a lot of this soybean. We stir fry, we put in the sauce. Okay, and then for the sea salt, I'm going to add the 2 teaspoons. Okay, sea salt 2 teaspoons. Okay, next seasoning, brown sugar. I use 4 tablespoons brown sugar. Okay, and we have the palm sugar also. I'm going to use a 1 tablespoon palm sugar. 1 tablespoon. A little thick. Very thick. Okay, I'm going to have to make sure the sugar and the brown sugar and the palm sugar all dissolved. So now I'm going to give them the good mix. Look at all the coconut oil. Okay, and then I also have 1 more can the coconut milk. I know I'm open this upside down because I cannot open from the bottom, so I use 2 coconut milk, 2 can further add in the beginning, and then I have 1 more can to add on the middle that I'm cooking. Okay, and then you can see all the thick from the bottom. We want the creamy. We didn't want to add in the beginning because from the beginning I wanted to separate the oil and coconut, but on the middle that I'm cooking, now I want to be creamy, so that's why I add the 2 different times the coconut milk. Okay, I almost forget to add the chicken bouillon. I need 1 teaspoon chicken bouillon. Okay, almost forget about this. Okay, while our curry start to get a boil again, next I'm going to add the egg. I use 6 eggs. I'm going to beat them up a little bit. Beat the egg. I use 6 eggs. Okay. Alright, and I'm going to slowly pour them and mix them at the same time. Okay. I think it's same when you make the egg top soup. Okay. Okay, after you add the egg and then the curry start getting to come back and boil again, I'm going to add the 4-ounce crushed peanut. 4 ounce. This is gonna make it nice and thick. I kind of crushed my nut a little bit, a big chunk, because when I eat, I want to feeling like I eat peanut. I still like taste the peanuts. Okay, and now I'm going to give them the mix and then allow the egg and the peanut to cook inside the curry, and then I'm going to taste and let you know if we might need anything else. Alright, and now our curry is cooked, so I'm going to give them the final taste. Okay, it's hot, so it's supposed to be sweet, sour, and salty. You will taste the sweet, and then after that you will taste a little salty and then a sour on the end. So sometimes it depends if you like more sweet or more salty, you just add it on this time. So our curry is cooked. I'm going to turn on to the low heat, and I'm going to cook our noodle that we soaked earlier, and we take it out. So I'm gonna cook. I have the water already boiled. I'm gonna pour in the water and cook them just for 1 minute. Okay, because they're going to not overcook them, because we're going to serve on top of the curry, hot curry. Okay, I cooked the noodle about 1 minute. Now I'm going to remove, and you're going to have the cold water. It's ready to stop the cooking process. This is a lot of noodle. Alright, let me remove it. For the noodle, I use about 10 ounce. It depends. If you eat more noodle, you can use more, or if you eat less noodle, you just use a little bit. I use about 10 ounce for this recipe. Okay, now everything is done, and same, we just have to put all together. And for the noodle, I'm just going to remove from the cold water. This is a lot of noodle, but that's a lot of curry, so okay. Stain them. I'm going to put the garlic oil. Okay. If you don't have garlic oil, just you can use just regular oil, but garlic oil will make the noodle smell and taste a lot better. Alright, just move them around a little bit and put some more. And forget to tell you in the middle of the video, recipe is inspired by like a Northeast noodle, the curly noodle from the Northeast. Okay, I'm going to put some noodle first. Okay, and I'm going to put some curly on top. And curly noodle in Thailand we serve with a lot of vegetable. Okay, and vegetable at your option too. Okay, if I like to eat with the fresh bean sprout too, but today I didn't have the fresh bean sprout, so I will show you in a minute what the veggies I have. For the curry you can put much that you like. I need some more. Okay, I think about this much that will be good. And now I'm going to add some veggies. I have the green bean. I cut them small and cook them. Okay, I got put green bean, and I have the cabbage, and I think it's like the cabbage. If I have bean sprout, I will use bean sprout too, but I didn't have it today. And also I have pickle mustard skin. I want to show you the back of the pickle mustard skin. Let me go and grab it. This is the back, the pickle mustard skin that I use. I mean, they're having different brand, but this is the one that I have. They really good. I know a lot of you like them. Okay, and today I also have the lettuce, so I'm just going to put some lettuce and some mint leaf too. And if you like sour, you can put some lime too. But if you're already happy with your sour or you don't like the sour, you don't have to add lime. But I like extra refreshing and sour, so I'm gonna squeeze some lime in here too, and also the mint leaf. Okay, and the last thing I'm going to add the chili oil. Okay, wow, look at this. I know it's the curly by themselves, sometimes it's not look the very good, but when you put all together, look at this bowl, look at this. I can't wait. Now I'm going to mix them all and eat them and let you know how it's so good. Okay, I'm going to squeeze some lime on the top. Wow, look at this, and some mint. The fresh mint and lime smell really good already. Alright, now I'm going to mix them all. Okay. Alright. Pickle mustard skin. Wow. Sweet and spicy and also refreshing at the same time. It's just really good. And when you make one pot, it's very easy to make. Okay, when you make one pot, you can eat the whole family. This is a lot of food and also easy to make. I hope you like this video. I hope you like this recipe. Please give me a thumb up, subscribe, and you will see me for the next recipe. Thank you.